The United States Supreme Court says Oklahoma's use of the drug Midazolam in executions is not cruel and unusual punishment. The ruling is the latest in a string of high court decisions favoring the death penalty. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist joins us in the studio to explain where the death penalty now stands as a result of today's ruling. Garrett?
Kermit, prior Supreme Court rulings on capital punishment heavily influenced today's decision. Those rulings leave death penalty opponents with little room to maneuver. Monday's ruling is the latest in nearly a century and a half of Supreme Court rulings upholding the death penalty. The newest ruling states using a 500 milligram dose of Midazolam is more than enough to keep an inmate from feeling pain during an execution. Justice Samuel Alito wrote, "Because some risk of pain is inherent in any method of execution, we have held that the Constitution does not require the avoidance of all risk of pain." This isn't the first time the High Court has ruled on execution methods. In the 2008 Bays v. Reese ruling, the court upheld the 3-drug protocol then used by most states. Problems with obtaining lethal injection drugs have led some states to seek other ways to carry out the death penalty. Tennessee brought back the electric chair last year. The Supreme Court ruled that method constitutional in 1890. Utah restored firing squads this spring, and Missouri lawmakers such as Rick Bratton have proposed bringing firing squads to this state. The Supreme Court ruled in 1879 that firing squads were not cruel and unusual punishment.
If you are going to commit an egregious crime, and if you read these cases of the people that are sitting on death row, they've done some of the most horrific crimes against humanity, and I think that they should be punished with their life.
Death penalty opponents say they will continue fighting capital punishment.
And I think eventually the people in the United States and the Supreme Court will see that the killing a human being who is killed says much more about us than it does about them.
Missouri uses a single lethal dose of pentobarbital in its executions. The Supreme Court has never ruled specifically on the use of that drug. You can find a link to today's Supreme Court ruling on our website, connectwithmissouri.com.